Rob Mob coming at you with another video. Now this is going to be all about defining our variables properly, so make sure you're paying attention if that is not one of your strong suits. So let's get started. Hal and Chelsea are ordering books online together to save on shipping. Shipping costs $9.20 and each book is $9. So shipping is $9.20 and each book is $9. And their total order is going to be $108.20. Hal has 3 fewer books than Chelsea. How many books did they each order? So a couple of things we notice. One is that the shipping cost is only being charged once. Because they're trying to save on shipping, we are only incorporating that $9.20 in once, and then every single book is going to cost an additional $9, up into a total of $108.20. So there are a couple of different ways we can go about this problem, and all of it depends on how you want to define your variable. So the first way I want to define it, let's just make it simple. X is the number of books. Simple, straightforward, how you would solve any other problem. Great. So how would this equation look? We have $9.20. That is going to be our shipping. Great. And we are going to add $9 for every book. So this is going to be number of books. This is going to be cost per book. And all of this is going to equal our total, which is $108.20. Great, so there's our equation, and I'm sure many of you guys have already started to solve. It's a pretty easy solve, so let's do it. We are subtracting $9.20 on both sides of our equation, cancels that, so we are left with a 9x on this side, equals $108.20 minus 922 is going to be 99. I can see clearly here the easiest way for me to do it is to divide by 9, and we are left with x equals 11. So 11 is the total number of books. Now that's not what our question is asking. Our question is asking, how many books did they each have? So how do we find that out? We know that 11 is the total number of books. And 11 is the total number of books of Chelsea plus Hal. So we know 11 is going to equal my total of 11 books. So what else do we know from the context of our problem? Hal has 3 fewer books than Chelsea. Okay, so here I just called C is Chelsea, H is Hal, right? But I know that Hal orders 3 fewer books than Chelsea. That means that Hal's number of books is equal to Chelsea's number of books minus 3. So let's put this back into our equation. 11 equals C plus, and instead of C, I'm going to put in a C plus 3, C minus 3, because that is our new H, right? And we could solve this. We are going to have 11 equals C plus C minus 3, which is 11 equals 2C minus 3. So to solve this, add 3 on both sides. 14 equals 2C, and so 7 equals C. And we know, once again, that H equals C minus 3. So H is going to equal 7 minus 3. H is going to equal 4. Here we have Chelsea's books, and we have Hal's books. So what if I wanted to solve this a different way? What if I defined my x? I said I wanted to solve my problem in my first step of the problem when I started to solve the equation. So how would I do that? Here I'm going to make my x. I'm going to separate this because it's a different problem now. I'm going to have my x represent Chelsea's books. Great, so I have x represent Chelsea's books. How do I represent Hal's books? Now, some of you might say we should use another variable like I did in my first step, or my last problem, I should say, where I had a C plus an H, but I don't want to write it that way. I think that's a little too complicated. So I know that we are going to have a number of books for Chelsea, and I also know how many books Hal has based on the number of books that Chelsea has. What do I mean by that? We know how many books Chelsea has more than Hal. So, if Chelsea has X books, we know Hal has 3 books fewer. So if you take Chelsea's books and subtract 3, that is going to equal Hal's books. Now, if this looks confusing, just remember, we are looking at total number of books. And the total number of books is equal to Chelsea's plus Hal's. And in my equations up here where I defined my variables, Chelsea's is x, and Hal's is x minus 3. So if we wanted to simplify that, this is just going to be 2x minus 3 is going to get me my total number of books. And this is what I'm going to put back into my original equation. So now I have $9.20 plus 9 times my total number of books, like I did before. And in this case, my total number of books is 2x minus 3. And that is going to equal $108.20. Now I'm going to solve this exactly like I did before. Minus 9, 20 on both sides. I have a 9. 2x minus 3 is equal to 99. I want to divide by 9 again. And now I have 2x minus 3 equals 11. And this should look very similar to what we did before with our C's. Here we had C representing Chelsea. Now we have X representing Chelsea. So let's just solve this like we normally would. Add 3 to both sides. 2x equals 14. Divide by 2. And x equals 7. Great. And remember that this is Chelsea's books. To get Hal's books, we take that 7. Oop, that is a Z. Excuse me. We take that 7 and we minus 3. And then it's going to get us to our 4 books. 7 plus 4 is going to get us back to 11, which is our total. And it's all about how you define your variables. So if you're ever confused, make sure you look back at how you defined it in the context of your problem, and that'll give you a clue. All right.